Hey everyone, good evening. This is Mentor Omoterogene of the MMM Nigeria Guidance School. With me in today's meeting are members of Cycle 4, 18th of August 2017 batch, 12 of the MMM Nigeria Guidance School. Happens to be their business game day. So congratulations to you already for being and I'll say welcome to you as well. Those who are viewing this video, as it's all about sending a group of persons to a country to establish MMM in that country and to ensure that MMM continues to exist in that country. Circle 4 had met and have decided on the best way to which happens to have tasks that are related one to another. Need to start. Let's see if first us to be able to go on with the presentation. He cannot go on with the presentation, then we'll have Blessing present on behalf of Cycle 4 to make us know how they were able to tackle this. Please take note, whoever is going to present, that you have just 20 minutes for the presentation. Festus, if you can unmute your mic now and go on and have us make your presentation. Festus, can you hear me? You can mute your mic and presentation. Okay. The presentation now. Listen.
Okay, Ma. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. My name is Blessing Obi, and I'm presenting on behalf of Batch 12, Group 8, Cycle 4. This is a business game, and we're to develop MMM in Thailand. We're presenting on the 27th of August 2017. Now, our team members include Abigail Empress, Ichinudo Chimeremeze, Ogenemine Joseph Snow Young, Keichiko Shadefola, Wogodo Joshua Olasinde Festus, Blessing Obi, Njoku Angela, Odeyemi. Our introduction. Thailand is in the Southern Asian country. Thailand occupies the western half of the Indo-Chinese Peninsula and the northern two-thirds of the Malay Peninsula in Southeast Asia. Its neighbors are Burma, that's Maya are on the north and west, and a host of other cities around it. On arriving to Thailand, we will settle in the capital city of Bangkok, which is the most populated city with a population of over 5 million people. Bangkok is unarguably the most important urban settlement in this country, and our goal is to break in fast. The language spoken in Bangkok is Thai, hence we had to hire the service of a local interpreter who doubles as our tour guide, showing us around the city and explaining more about the Thai culture and tradition of the people. Now, we had a budget of $5,000 and converting this to Thai baht, it will give us 1,661,500 Thai baht. Now, our budgeting were description of our expenses include our general logistics, which include our accommodation, transportation, and all of that. And this is going to cost us $14,000. in baht it's gonna be 465 222 Thai baht. Now, our welfare visitation to the orphanage home, less privileged, will cost us $1,000, and that is 333,230 Thai baht. Now, we and on publicity materials. This includes flyers, flex banners, stickers, city contact, text messages to people around Bangkok, social media awareness, just general media PR. This includes our Facebook ads, trend posting, t-shirts, and this is going to cost us $10,000. Our logistics for our first seminar will cost us $4,500. Our logistics for our second seminar will cost us about the same amount, same as the third. Now, for the Thai interpreter, that's the person who also doubles as our tour guide. We're going to pay the person $1,000, and other expenses will cost about $1,000. And emergency funds we kept aside for emergency fund is $9,500. Now the total is comes to about five. This came to $50,000. Our tax one, we have received all the information needed in order to become managers, leaders in the MMM global community. Now we have an important task to enter a new country and develop MMM global there. This new country is Thailand. As our starting resources, we have our internet, 18, our knowledge received in the school, and $50,000. Within an hour, we have to develop a plan of action for a week. We must specify the number of registrations and deposits we will achieve over this period of time. It's important to note that the 50,000 is given only once. Later on, we would have to use the free resources from the system. Now, our solution, the solution we came to was that, okay, since Bangkok is the capital of the country and most populated in Thailand with over 5 million people, on our day one, we shall enter the street of Bangkok with flyers and banners, but our targets are the leaders and the influencers of thought and the masses. Example are the religion leaders, popular bloggers, student leaders, head of markets, women, etc., etc. Now, following the above, we shall arrange for strategic seminar presentations in strategic locations. That means we'll have to visit different locations in the city of Bangkok to establish a ground. We would also carefully make sure we don't get on the side of the media, not until we've established a measurable track record of success in the country. However, we shall meet with social media personalities like top bloggers and vloggers, celebrity photographers and all, and for our outing. The mission here is to get them to sign up. Our social media publicity includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, etc. We will definitely make a general post around, even with our offline activities. Now on day two, we'll continue the city distribution, or we'll continue distributing the flyers and our massive campaign we started on day one, and we'll also do our strategic meetings and seminars and all. We also have to penetrate at least 2 major religious houses through their monks and imams. So now we'll send our invitations for seminars on how to make 30 to 100% from our spare money in 30 days to their device members. And also do our special social media publicity. On day 2, we will divide the team into 5 subgroups and organize the first series of seminars on how MMM works, the ideology, benefits, and rules of MMM, as well as videos of happiness from MMM global participants. The goal is 5 seminars, 1 per subgroup in a day. Seminar venues will be in locations around the Buddhist ashram, majorly Thais are Buddhists. So the mosques, churches, campuses, and offices, and then we'll go ahead with registrations and light refreshments. On day 4, we will do our second series of seminars, showing more videos, testimonial videos, and showing them how to go around their PO. We intend to achieve more registrations on this day. By now, we would have already registered at least 10 notable influencers, be it a popular blogger, be it a market head, a student union head, or a religious leader. And we'll also provide present light refreshments. On day 5, we also intend to have our third series of seminars with more video of happiness, showing them how to also go around their PO, more ways to go around their PO, their My Page, and all of that. Then our registrations continue as well, light refreshments at the end of the day. On day 6, we intend to go about our welfare by visiting the less privileged and the orphanage homes. And on day 7, we intend to then total registration would achieve for that week would be 10,000, would be 1,000, and then we expect a deposit of an estimate of about $300 per person. This totals to about $300,000. Our tax too. A week has passed and we are the 4 men. The average contribution of the participants to the structure is around $300. Under the regulation of MMM Global, we are to provide at least 30% growth in time of participants' payments, starting with the first contribution. Our task is to calculate how many new members and contribution you have to ensure in the next 3 weeks in order to be able to make the required payment to the older participants. It is necessary to write down our plan of action for the next 3 weeks. Under the above condition stated, what resources we need and how we are going to use them, the number of new participants and money raised during this period, what extra costs we have, and how to attract them. Now, we came to our solution. In our first week in Thailand, we registered 1,000 participants, and they also contributed an average of $300 per person. Thus, in all, we have about $300,000 as money already paid by participants in Thailand. We need about $90,000, that's 30% of $300,000 to pay out to 100 people within the next 3 weeks, which will sum up to $390 and more. That's inclusive of registration bonus, referral bonus, and all. And we would have to get it in the next 3 weeks. Referral bonus so far for 100 participants is equal to $20,000. Plus total bonus for the first set is equal to $20,000 plus $90,000. That's about $110,000. Presently, we have 3. But we need to pay up the participants of week 1 who will be due to get help after the next 3 weeks. Then this means we will be needing an extra $110 to get this, and that means we need at least 367 new participants to pay an average of $300. So our strategy is to encourage old participants to register new members and get 10% referral bonus. And we also have to employ an aggressive social media publicity by visiting pubs, religious centers, malls, schools, etc. And also get phone numbers of citizens through existing institutions and create a call center to inform them of the multiple opportunities MMM provides. To do this efficiently, we shall enlist the help of our campus recruits who would be our first unofficial call center consultants. Resources we need for this will be an internet and a call center team, and also a team for social media publicity. Now, our task 2, our text 3, a month has passed. We're 100, the same plan for another month on the basis of results of previous calculation, taking into account the dynamics of growth, the number of new participants, and the contributions for the next 4 weeks. Solution: after the first week, we had a large turn up of new registration, and were able to pay up the contribution of the first week, which was due for GH. Now, our strategy is to encourage the old participants to PH and also bring in new people and get 10% referral bonus. Further, we'll also do further aggressive social media publicity, since the first participants who benefited would have also served as part of the publicity team with their area of influence. We'll also continue to use the call center to inform more people of the opportunities MMM provide and continue with the help of campus recruits. From the charts we've presented in our business game, document, we have the segments that shows cash, a segment that shows all our outgoing cash, and a segment for the get the available balance. At the end of the 8th week, which is the second month, we were able to pay off GH that were due for payment from the week 1 to week 5, and we got an available balance GH after GH of $27,600. Thus, from this analysis and assuming the old participants keep PHing, we will need a minimum increase of 12.5% as the rates of new participants in the community. And this will serve as our benchmark for the sustainability of the system growth. Tax 4. After 2 months, we have the number of participants and deposits that we have calculated. Now we can calculate what we need to organize within the next month. A week after the start of the month, there is a local holiday in Thailand, which is celebrated during a week, respectively. In this period, the activity of registration falls by 75%. We have to make a plan of action for a month, what resources and how we should use them, the right amount of contribution, and the participants for the development of the system. Now, for this tax, our solution is, well, since we presently have 6,900 participants in the system, after adding up the total participants, week 1 to 4, we had new participants, 4,000. Week 5, we had 600 new participants. Week 6, we had 700 new participants. Week 7, we had 800 new participants. Week 8, we had another 800 new participants. So now we have a total of 6,900 participants. Now, our strategy is to encourage all participants to PH again and bring in new participants and get 10% referral bonus. We'll also continue sharing our handbill about MMM and explaining its ideology. We'll continue with our social media publicity. We'll also continue to use our call center to inform more people of the opportunities MMM provide and continue with the help of our campus recruits. We also encourage our participants to PH in Bitcoin. Now, with a total of $1,027,600 after giving help to the participants that are due for getting help from week 1 to 5. To give the help to the participant that will be due within this month, we need a total of $2,417,200. That is the principal contribution plus the registration bonus plus the referral bonus of week 6, 7, 8. Now this comes to 743,300 plus 807,700 plus 600, 866,200. We need at least an extra contribution of $1,387,600 to give the help the participant that will be due to get help this month. Present available contribution after GH is $1,027,600, and the contribution due for GH by the end of this month is $2,417,200. Owing to the dynamic of growth again and social media publicity, we had 1,000 new participants in the first week. Due to the holiday in the second week, it dropped by 75% to become 250. It continued dropping to the end of the month, irrespective of efforts put in. Now, looking at our inflow and outflow for month 3, this brings us to tax 5. Since our plan didn't work out, we did not have enough new registration and new deposits to cover all the cost of the current deposits. It's necessary to analyze the plan of action in this situation. What are the resources? How many participants, contribution, etc. needed to get the situation resolved? Due to lack of funds, there are delays in payments. The old participants seeing that neither make their own. The old participants that they are neither making their own contribution nor attracting new members. Now, our solution will be, since we have a number of registered participants by week 12, we had 8,450 registered participants, and our number of PH is 17,605, and our average contribution is 300, and total contribution on PH is 5,281,500. Then our index contribution, that's PH plus 30% from week 1 to week 9, is 5,869,500. Now, registration bonus, that's $20 times 1 to 9 week, is $158. Referral bonus is 269 $100. Then our GH contribution is for week 12 is 6,296,600, and the contribution needed for GH is 1.15100. Then we have the total number of new participants who will be needing is 3,384 new participants. Now our plan to meet up GH for the 9th week by using the total available balance cash in the 12th week failed, which led us to a deficit of $1.15100, and so we would need new participants with an average PH of $300 in time were required. The total contribution for week 1 to week 12 is less than the total amount due for GH, which week 1 to week 9, that's the 5,228,500 to $6,296,600, which wasn't achieved in the 12th week. So we need to get new participants, and due to the lack of funds to pay our old members, there are 30% Marvel growers and all the bonus, we delayed payment to watch if new participants will come in. To this, we would employ the following strategies. We will launch a guided school program where guiders will be trained to help train others on how to keep the system strong. We will tentatively delay payment for a few days to allow more PH to be done, and we'll also increase publicity through social media, charity activities, intensive awareness campaigns. Now during this period, that's this month, we would have to delay payment by increasing it to 7 days, but also referral activities almost reduced to zero. The old members tax 6. During this month, delaying payments increased to 7 days. Referral activities almost reduced to zero. The old members did not attract anyone and also did not make contributions to. In virtue of this situation, a pause mode is implemented in which all the old Marvels are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation will right itself. New deposits grow as per old condition, are not frozen and are available as usual. Make your plan of action for another month. Resource contribution, members, etc. Now, our solution to this would employ the use of, since referral activities are dropped to zero, this means no new participants were registered and nothing was PH. However, the trained guiders were able to bring in 805 new participants with an average PH of about $300. That's 800 times $805 new participants times $300 comes to $241,500, which reduced the number of participants needed from 3,384 to 2,579, reducing the total amount needed to be 773,600. Now, but this effort didn't completely salvage the situation. This thereby extended our costs. However, since the fresh deposits are not frozen, fresh testimonial of Marvel growers will keep the hope of old members alive since theirs is frozen. Some may think that making new PH will unfreeze their account. Fresh testimony will bring fresh members, and it's made bad publicity blow for blow. That means it makes the bad publicity blow for blow. That means we will be able to somehow come out of it. The use of the testimony of the 100 new participants who PH and GH will serve as a moral boost to the old participants, thereby originating probably a double interest in the system. Thus, trust will be restored eventually. Inform guiders that Marvels or new deposits are not frozen, so that they should be encouraged to bring in new participants. Also, manage information such that the present state of our system remains between our team members. Out of 7, our effort has been insufficient to reverse the situation. A restart took place. All the old marvels are removed. We start to work from the beginning. Serious negative impact on the members and unfavorable response. 1 or 2 negative articles in the mass media, and you have to make a fresh start in such condition. A plan of action under specific condition for a month. Now, our solution to this is, due to the restart, there will be need to change base immediately to start another campaign somewhere else. Trying to convince the people in the capital of Bangkok will be a futile attempt. Remember that this is money we're talking about. However, we will maintain our presence in the capital through the internet, major blog, print media, etc. Through the print media, etc. Now, however, we will still dispatch our guiders and team members to other states for mass campaign and recruitment. The city would relocate to is Nothambore, which is the second most populated city in Thailand, with a population of 27609. Funds kept aside for emergency will come into use. To make it possible, we'll basically need to launch massive campaigns on financial apocalypse, seminars, etc., carrying out the kind of activities we carried out in our first week on arrival. We'll also face the media with the truth, telling them the present situation of the present state of the system and what led to the restart, informing them that we now have a better system strong enough to accommodate everybody. This will be done through print and social media. We'll also display testimonial of people who benefited in the pre-started phase of our operation, could make people want to join at the beginning of the restart so as to benefit first and fast. Launch more batch of guidance school to multiply carriers of knowledge and skill who would help massively educate the people on the best practice on the MMM platform through sponsored seminars and other publications. We would also carry out our charities and all. In conclusion, and also recommendations we would want to make, guiders must ensure that they are constantly providing help as much as they get help, specifically due to the bonus accrued to them. If they don't keep it up, the system will definitely be at risk. Guiders should also be religious in the discharge of their duties, as the survival of the system is dependent on them. Guiders should also educate the participants on the risk of participation. In other words, they should not deceive participants. This will help reduce chances of mass panic amongst participants with every more wave. Guiders should also have constant interactions with their downlines to help them to keep PHing. Greed should be clearly condemned because it will crash the system. Quantity is always better. But quality of participants should also not be overlooked. The power of influencers of thought should not be underemphasized, and this could come in really handy when we need to battle the negative propaganda of the conventional media. Thus, guiders should intentionally strategize for the registration and participants of top bloggers, religious leaders, revolutionary academics, and all those who will help to further create awareness of the system. And all those who further create awareness of the system. My name is Blessing Obi, and I just presented a business game for Cycle 4 on behalf of my cycle. Thank you very much, Ma. I think if there's any question anybody want to ask. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. You want to ask me a question? Does anybody have a question? Does anybody have a question to ask me? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Here, ma'am. Ma'am, here. Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
My started experience. I started again.
Hello, ma'am. I'm done with my presentation. I'm waiting for answers. I'm waiting for questions, ma'am. Hello, my presentation.
Yeah, just a moment.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I don't actually.
Yes.
You made a good presentation, although it was quite lengthy. I want to believe every other person was carried along. Who missed out on a very important part of sustainability,
Yes,
SWOT
ma'am.
analysis. Yeah, at you very yeah. I know you're going to say you mentioned it at the beginning. Yeah, I'm not talking about the SWOT analysis of of Thailand as a country. Neither am I
Yes,
talking
ma'am.
about the SWOT analysis you made at the beginning. I'm talking
Yes, ma'am.
about subsequent SWOT analysis.
Okay, ma'am.
The SWOT analysis helps you to know whether a community is going to exist or it will keep existing,
Yes, ma'am.
regardless of the challenges that it is faced with. Um, at Tax 4, there was celebration and a holiday that caused several people to back off from participating in the community. Now, if a
Yes,
SWOT
ma'am.
analysis had been carried out at Tax 3,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
would have helped you to make a forecast.
Of
This
what?
is going to come up soon, so let's try to put these measures in place to ensure that parents will still have to participate. You have to put back so and so percentage for you to be able to get something from the system, you know,
Yes, ma'am.
to ensure that people participate. Well, the experience, the 75% drop wouldn't have been experienced at all. Or if it had to be experienced, it would have dropped to about, let's say, 30%. The essence of the SWOT analysis is to determine how well
We'll manage the
will
situation when it
conflict
presents
blows
itself.
on. Yeah, if you apply the SWOT analysis to your own business, probably you're working for someone or you have a business of your own, and you analysis, you probably might have been applying it. Oh, let's take into inventory everything we have done for this period of time. Let's look at the current market condition. Let's do a market survey. Those are SWOT analysis. You do not have to bring out a Google Doc to, you know, type things out to make a comparison or whatever. But when you have a SWOT analysis, it helps you. That's what is helping the MMM community presently, because the coordinators will look at the prevalent situations and happenings, then we're able to decide on the best implementation that will help the, well, that being said, congratulations to Cycle 4 members who were able to make it to your presentation, and a good one to listen for the presentation. So you can
Thank
go.
you. You're the best. You're the best mentor ever. You were very patient with us, and you took your time to explain everything for us. We're very grateful, and we thank you for your time. And hopefully, we'll make you proud. We'll go out there and be better guiders.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so congratulations to you once again.
Thank
and
you.
to have a good night rest.
And you too, Ma. Thank you.